one of the biggest problems when it comes to portrait photography is doing skin retouching and retouching and making those fine adjustments when it comes to editing and doing the post production. What if I told you that there's a software that can really do that in a short period of time? And in this tutorial, we're going to be learning about that very software, and that software is known as Evoto. So Evoto is going to help you ease out all those lengthy hours for post productions and trying to retouch your images when it comes to post production. So let me show you what we're going to be doing and understanding about Evoto, and it's a very nice artificial intelligence kind of software that is going to ease out on your portrait photography workflow. So let me show you the features of this software and how you can easily use it to make your images better when it comes to post productions and skin retouching. So let me first of all show you the features of this beautiful software known as Evoto. So you can see that I'm using Evoto right now. So this is the interface of Evoto, and it is very nice and user friendly. So you can see that it has this kind of artificial intelligence or AI that is going to help you identify the kind of face that you're going to be retouching or editing. So you can see that we have male, female, kid, and senior. So this is for the elders. Then it also has these features that are skin defects removal, skin retouching, face reshaping, then the teeth, eyes, makeup, and the whole body reshaping feature. So with this is for the retouching process. Then you can come and also see some other background adjustment setup or options that involve clean backdrop. Then we also have color banning removal, background enhancement. Then you can as well change the backdrop or the background of your headshot, and you can as well, if at all you shoot landscape, you can come and do some sky replacement. So in this tutorial, we're going to be basically looking at those features in Evoto. And if at all you're interested in Evoto, you can come and look for it right now and just search for Evoto, or the link is going to be in the description of the video. So you can see that you have very many features. You can see what Evoto helps you work and understand when it comes to your retouching workflow. You can see that we have portrait beautification, we have color and tone, and also image editing, and you can save every adjustment when it comes to skin retouching or even color grading your images. You can save it as a preset and you can apply it later on in your workflow. And we also have batch editing, so you can edit like thousands of photos within a short period of time, and it's going to help you save so much time. And also you can check out the different pricing for whichever package that you want. So you can download it for free. Then if at all you enjoy and love it, you can go ahead and buy or pay for a license for a given period of time. So you can pay a monthly fee, or you can as well pay per year. So basically that is Evoto for you. So let's go back and we start learning about what Evoto can do and how it can help you. So like I said, this is the interface. Then you can see that we have the option that says plus. So you can just left click on this option and you can as well import images into your Evoto software. And after that, you can see that this is image 1, and I have a number of images that we're going to be working on or demonstrating on in this very tutorial. So basically we have, this is a portrait and it is a beauty portrait. So let's first of all see how far this software is going to retouch, and let's see if at all it is going to make this really a natural kind of edit. You know, various AI softwares tend to really do so much, and we tend to lose out on the details in the skin. And let's see what Evoto can do, and I know you're going to be impressed after looking at this very image at the end of it all. So let's first of all come to this portrait section, and you can see that it has already detected that this is a female. That is why it has automatically selected female right here. So the very first thing that we have to open in this option is the skin defects removal. So just click on the drop down icon and you can set it's going to open up this skin defects removal tools. So under this you can come to, if at all you want to eliminate the acne or the freckles within the face, you can simply come and simply, it is more like simply clicking and moving the slider. So for example, I'm just going to left click and hold and simply drag this slider, and you can see it really processes that in real time. Just look at what it does to the image. Then after that, you can just come and also eliminate mouse if at all you have mouse within the image. So you can just come and simply eliminate the mouse from your image or your portrait. So let's just look at what we have so far. So I'll just come and reset this because I'd really done so much on the image. So I'm just going to come and reset everything from this very image. So basically you can set everything in these areas has been put back to 0. So like I said, if at all you want to retouch, you're just going to simply come and start moving these adjustments. So get rid of the freckles if at all you want to remove the acne and freckles. Then also you can come to the blemish removal and simply slide the blemish removal, and you can get rid of the blemishes from your portrait or your image. Then after you have done that, you can just come and remove, if at all you want to eliminate the forehead wrinkles, and just take that up. Then you can as well get rid of the eye wrinkles. These are more of the wrinkles right on the eye area. Then also you can remove the dark circles below the eye. Then if at all someone has those smile lines, you can as well eliminate those smile lines. Then you're also going to come and also come to the neck wrinkles. You can see that this model right here has these neck wrinkles. So just going to click and eliminate those. So just look at what it is going to do right in this area. It is going, you can see it takes just a few seconds trying to process and remove those neck wrinkles. So you can see that it shows you the processes, and you can see what it has just done, trying to eliminate the neck wrinkles. So we are going to come to, if at all you're doing a pregnancy shoot and you have that stretch mark, you can just activate this and you can eliminate those stretch marks from your portrait. So you're going to come to skin retouching next. So in skin retouching, you can do the dodging and burning. So this dodging and burning is more of the micro dodge and burning, and you can use it to retouch. So just come and simply click on this slider and drag it up, and you can see that it really gets the job done, and it is as well retaining the skin details. So I'm just going to take this up to a point when I'm really satisfied with the processing onto the very image. So if at all you still have the neck wrinkles, you can just come and simply eliminate those neck wrinkles. Then you can as well come and smoothen out the face. If at all you feel like the textures are a little bit too much for your liking, just come and take up the smoothening of the skin up to a point when you feel like you're really comfortable with the smoothening of the skin on the face area. So when you're done doing that, if at all you have more of the body showing up, you can just come and simply take up the body smoothening slider. So let's first of all look at the progress. So I'm just going to hold down the space bar key on the keyboard, and you can see a quick before and after for just the retouching. Just look at how nice the textures have really retained, but you can as well notice the facial structures, and it looks very natural, but it looks professional at this point. So you can as well continue smoothing out if at all you want a more intense effect onto your image. So you can just take this slider up to a point when you feel like you're really comfortable with that. So when you're done doing that, you can come and see that we have another option down here that says skin tone unifying. So basically what this is going to do, it is going to slightly brighten up the areas that it finds darker within the image, but you don't have to go overboard with this very slider. So if at all I'm to show you this, I'm just going to simply left click and simply drag that up, but just look at or take note of the neck area in this case. So you can see that the neck area has been brightened up and it looks unnatural. So make sure that you don't take up the skin the skin tone unifying slider a little bit. So don't take it too much, and you can see a quick before and after for just the retouching of this very image. With just moving a few sliders of this very image, we have just gotten the image to look from this to this, but we are not yet done with this. So we have another option that is very nice and beautiful, and that option is going to be the face reshaping. So under face reshaping, we are going to come down here and we're going to open up this, and this is more, it works more like the liquify tool basically in Photoshop. So for example, if at all you want to play around with different sizes of your, or different areas of your image, you can for example select the eyebrows, and if at all you feel like you want to increase on the thickness of the eyebrows, you can simply increase on the thickness of the eyebrows, and you can notice that the eyebrows are now going to be a little bit more on the thick side. You look at the before and after, you can see what it does, but you don't have to go overboard with that. So to reset, simply double click on this pointer or the slider and it's going to automatically reset. Then also, if at all you want to unlink, you can simply click here, and that is going to make sure to change the adjustments depending on the left or the right area of the area that you want to work on. So you can see that we have different options right here. You can increase on the size or the distance between the eyes, the lips, and whatever you want to work on. So next we have the eyes. You can simply brighten up the eyes if at all you feel like they don't look bright and they look dull. So by taking this up, you're going to be brightening up the eyes of your image. You can look at the before after, and the eyes now look a little bit more on the bright side. So we also have the makeup slider or the makeup option within the portrait mode. So under this, basically what it helps you do is doing the global dodging and burning. Remember, by global dodging and burning, we are basically enhancing the highlights and the shadows within the image. So for example, if at all I want to enhance the highlights and make them more prominent within the image, I'm just going to simply come to the highlight area or the highlight option, and I'm just going to simply take that option up. So you have to leave it to process a bit, and you can see the before and after. The highlights are now prominent and protruding within the image, and it helps you add shape or dimension to your image. Then also you can come to the contour option and simply, so contouring is more of burning and highlighting is more of the dodging. So if at all you're contouring, you're darkening or you're making the dark areas more prominent within the image, and you can see the before and after, before, after, and now it makes the image have that kind of three-dimensional feel added to it. Then also you can come and add the brightness, or you can either brighten or darken the brightness of the eye makeup. So if at all you want to do that, you can as well do that, or by taking up the slider, and that is going to brighten up the makeup in the eye area. And you can as well intensify the color of the lipstick. So by taking this up, you can easily increase on the saturation of the color within the lipstick area. So basically, this is what these tools are going to help you. By just moving those sliders, you're going to be able to, you can say before and after, you have just increased on the lipstick color. So basically, you also have these different presets that you can click on and you see what works basically for you. So we also have the option that says reshaping, and this is more for the body, and we're going to be looking at a different image for that. So if at all you feel like you really love the adjustments that you applied on the image and you have a couple of portraits from this very session, you can come and simply click on save preset right here, and it's going to help you save that. So I'm just going to save this preset because I feel like I want to apply it on a way different image. So I'm just going to come and rename my preset to Tool EVOTO, just like that. So after that, I'm just going to select a group for my preset. I'm just going to rename a group to Ronix. I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to click save. So with that, it is going to save my preset in that group. So you can now as well come and uncheck whatever options that you don't want. So for this case, if at all I had cropped the image, I'm just going to deactivate the crop option, and I'm just going to come and click save. So when you click on save, I'm just going to come and first of all select my group. So after that, I'm just going to come and click save. So when you click on save, it is going to save my preset under the preset. So if I told you I have a couple of presets that I can want to apply to a different image, I'm just going to come to, for example, this very image, because this is more of a closer portrait, and I'll just come to my presets right here, and I'm just going to close this recommended option, and you can set I have my preset folder, and I'm just going to click on it, and it's going to automatically apply all the processes that I applied when I was trying to retouch this image. You can set it is showing every adjustment in real time. It is trying to remove the acne and removing the eye circles and applying every single step that we applied on our previous image. So basically, this is the advantage of using Evoto. So let's first of all wait for it to process everything, and let's look at what it is going to give us at the end of the process. So right now it is done applying the adjustments on this very image. You can see the quick before and after for just the retouching, and when you feel like it is a little bit too much for your liking, you can scroll up and simply change the settings in the given area that you want. So if at all you feel like the smoothing on the face was a little bit too much or intense for your liking, you can come to your retouching and simply reduce on the smoothing in the face area by taking down the slider for the smoothing effect, and you can see it has just retouched that within just a few seconds, and you can see the before and after for just the retouching of this very beautiful portrait. So that is Evoto for you. So right now we are going to be looking at a scenario whereby we have two people, and let's see if at all our preset is going to be working for these kind of images. Remember, sometimes we may be working with maybe party images or wedding photos, and we have a number of people, and we want to see if at all this Evoto software is going to be working for a number of people. So let's just come and click on this image that has two people, and we're going to come our preset right here and simply apply our Ronix preset for the retouching process. So I'm just going to come and click on it, and it's going to automatically be running in the background, and let's see what it is going to give us at the end of the process. Hello, now you can see we are done doing the retouching with just a single click by saving the preset that we, or by applying the preset that we applied or saved previously. And let me just zoom in a little bit and use the spacebar key to hover around. You can see that this is the before for the image and after. Before after, we have just retouched the image by just single clicking on the preset that we saved for the skin retouching and everything. So that is Evoto for you for these kinds of images. So let's just do it on a studio portrait. So just going to come on a studio image right here, and we're going to come and apply our preset that we had initially before. I'm just going to close this. So depending on the images that you want, you can go ahead and create a number of presets. I'm just going to come and click on the preset, and it's going to run and do the blemish removal, the skin retouching and everything for me on this very image. So let's just wait for it. And now you can see it is done retouching this very image. So I'm just going to zoom in and I show you a quick before and after. You can see the before for the image and the after, the before and after for just the retouching process. And when you feel like you want to add a little bit of the smoothing onto the body, you can just come and simply drag this up, because I felt like the legs were not retouched to my liking. So that is why I've been able to take up the body smoothing slider a little bit high. So now you can see the image is now retouched by just using a single click. And that's the before after. Let me just zoom in on the screen so that you can see this in real time. So this is the before and after, before after. So right now, let's first of all look at the studio backdrop or studio background cleaning process for Evoto. So I'm just going to come right here to the background, and I'm going to show you what magic Evoto is going to do on this kind of portrait, because oftentimes we usually have banding in studio portraits and also have that kind of dirt on the studio backdrop floor. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come to the options that says clean backdrop, clean backdrop rather, and I'll just come and take that up. And you can see by turning this on, it's going to automatically remove the dirty areas or every dirt that is appearing on the studio floor, and it's going to get that out of the way. And after that, you can also turn on the color banding removal, and it is also going to be removing the banding. Remember, banding are those lines that appear in a studio portrait. So usually those lines spoil or ruin images when it comes to studio photography. So this feature is just going to enable you or help you remove that banding issue from your images. So I'm just going to show you the effect at the end of this process. And now you can see that the image has now been retouched and it has removed those wrinkles, dirt, and the banding issues. So by banding, as meaning you can see a quick before and after. Just look at those annoying lines that were created on the backdrop and those color inconsistencies that were existing in the backdrop. Just look at how nice and clean the backdrop has gotten to be and how nicely retouched the image has gotten to be within just a few seconds for just a single click or just moving different sliders on this software. And you can see how amazing Evoto is. So let's just look at the background changing effect for Evoto. So I'm just going to use this very image and I'll just come to the headshot backdrop changer and I'm just going to drop that down. Now just come and click on the transparent mode. So by transparent, I mean this is going to automatically cut out the image from the background. So it's going to cut out the subject from the background. And you can see what this has done. Wow, this looks great. Let me just zoom in this so that you can see these strands of the head wrap. Just look at what a nice job this Evoto has done. You can see before and after. Just look at how nice Evoto is. So I'm just going to change the backdrop instantly. You can just choose any color, or you can as well add a gradient color to your image and it's going to automatically be placed behind. Just look at how easy, just 2 clicks and I'm done changing the backdrop or the background for this very nice and beautiful headshot. So you have a variety of colors that you can apply to the image, and you can as well come and change the edges for your selection of the subject. So right now we are going to be looking at the second last feature for Evoto, and that is the body shaping. So body shaping, especially our sisters or the females, they usually love that nice and slim waist, and sometimes they want their body structures to be enhanced. So we are going to be looking at that effect or that feature when it comes to Evoto. So I'm just going to come here to this sample image right here, and I'm just going to show you what this is going to do. So by this, I'm just going to come back to our portrait right here, portrait mode. And like I said, we have the body feature or the reshaping feature down here. So right now you can start reshaping. We have the body. You can either increase on the size of the body or reduce on the size of the body, or you can as well change the height of your subject by making someone taller or even shorter in the process. So I'm just going to come and undo this. So you can as well make someone's neck slim, or you can reduce on the size of your head if at all it doesn't look appealing to you. You can as well make the waist slim. So this is more of a liquify, but you just have to move a slider and Evoto will do its process, or it will find it. So just look at what it has done. Remember, we made her a little bit taller, and we also made her waist slimmer. So basically, you can play around with different options when it comes to Evoto. So let's look at the last feature of Evoto, which is the sky replacement feature. So when it comes to sky replacement, sometimes when you're shooting landscape or when you're shooting in bright daylight, usually we have that kind of blown out sky, and sometimes we want to change the mode of a given image. So this is going to really blow your mind when it comes to sky replacement features. So I'm just going to come to this image, and since this is a raw file, I'm just going to come to, first of all, the color adjustments in Evoto, and I'm just going to come to tone and open this up, and I'm just going to come and play around with the sliders, for example the highlights, because I feel like the highlights were a little bit blown out. And I'll also come and take down the whites just like that. And you can open up the shadows if at all we feel like the shadows were really crushed within the image. So right now we're done doing the basic adjustments, but we are not yet done replacing the sky. So right now you can come and crop the image. So by clicking on the crop tool, you can click right here. By using this handle, you can tilt or straighten the image and simply click on apply, and that is going to apply the cropping onto the image. So like I said, we are going to come straight to our sky replacement. So just come to the option that says the background adjustments and come down to sky replacement, and you can see it is going to automatically detect the sky. And when it is detected within the image, just click on the drop down icon, and you can see that we have a number of skies. So by simply clicking on one sky, it is going to automatically be applied to the image, but it is as well going to be changing the mode of the image. Just look at the roof right here. Just look at the iron sheets right here. Look at the before and after. You can see that this warmth in the cloud has also been reflected onto the iron roof of this house right here. That's the before after, before after. You can as well change it to maybe sunrise. So you can just come and scroll down and choose whichever sky that you want. For example, I feel like I want to change it to this nice and beautiful sky. So I'll just click on it, and it is going to change it to sunrise. And just look at how the mode of the overall image has been changed or transformed. So this is what sky replacement can do. You can as well come and change the overall mode for your image. Just click on the sky that you want, and just look at how nice and dramatic that has gotten to be. So with sky replacement, after choosing the sky, there are different settings that we want to alter or change. Remember, we don't want the clouds to be a little bit sharper than the subjects or the objects that are closer to us. So remember, you can just come and change the edges for the sky a little bit, and you can as well change the temperature of the sky to suit the one for your liking. So I'm just going to cool that down, and you can see when you cool it down, it also changes the overall environment of the image. Then like I said, you don't want the clouds or the sky to be sharper than the foreground. So just come to the sky blur effect and simply blur out or reduce on the sharpness of the clouds or the sky itself. And don't take it too much, because the blur that can be a little bit intense. So just add a slight bit of blur up around maybe 2 can do for such an image, and it's going to be looking natural in the process. So if at all you have, for example, or you feel like you want to flip the sky, you can as well flip it by turning on the flip option. Then you can as well change the color scene of your image. So if at all maybe your image has water, or you shot it at a lake shore, you can change the reflection, and you can as well blur the water, and we have those features when it comes to Evoto. So this is Evoto for you. And if at all you're done editing your images, you can just come and simply click export and choose where you want to export the image. So for example, I wanted to export this image. I'm just going to click on export, and choose where I want to change or save the image. And also, I prefer to save a very sharp image, so just always choose the quality as the best. And you can always change the format from JPEG to TIFF, or depending on what you want. And also turn on convert sRGB, because we don't want to post an image that won't, or that will have color change issues later on. So make sure you turn this on and simply click export. So basically this is evoto for you. And if at all you're interested, you can just come to or type in evoto in your browser, and you can download it for free. And when you're done enjoying the features for free, you can just come and start paying a monthly package or a monthly fee for whatever that you want to buy, or the features that you want. So basically this is it for today's video. And if at all you love evoto, make a point that you hit the like button on this video, and also comment if at all you have a query regarding this very artificial intelligence software for portrait retouching and speeding up the photographer's issues or problems and fixing them. So thank you evoto for this wonderful software. And if at all you'd love it, the link is going to be in the description of this video. And I'll see you in yet another tutorial on this channel. And don't forget to keep practicing and also keep creating.